3,000 ducats. Well.
Aye, sir, for 3 months.
3 months.
Well, for the which, as I told you, Antonio shall be bound.
Antonio is to become bound. Well.
May you stead me? Will you pleasure me? Shall I know your answer?
3,000 ducats for 3 months and Antonio bound.
Your answer to that.
Antonio is a good man.
Have you heard an imputation to the contrary?
No. My meaning in saying he's a good man is to have you understand, man, that he is sufficient, yet his means are in supposition. He hath an argosy bound for Tripolis, another for the Indy. I understand, moreover, upon the Rialto he hath the third at Mexico, a fourth for England, and other ventures he hath squandered abroad. But ships are but boards, sailors but men. There be land rats and water rats, land thieves and water thieves, pirates. And then there is peril of waters, winds and rocks. The man is, notwithstanding, sufficient. 3,000 ducats. I think I may take his bond.
Be assured you may.
Oh, I will be assured I may. And that I may be assured, I will bethink me. May I speak with Antonio?
If it please you to dine with us.
To smell pork. Oh. To eat of the habitation which your prophet, the Nazarite, conjured the devil into. I will buy with you, sell with you, walk with you, talk with you, and so following. But I will not eat with you, drink with you, nor pray with you. What news on the Rialto? But who is he comes here? What news on the Rialto? But who is he comes here?
This is Signor Antonio. Shylock.
I'm debating of my present store, and by the near guess of my memory, I cannot instantly raise up the gross of full 3,000 ducats. What of that? Tubal, a wealthy Hebrew of my tribe, will furnish me. But soft, how many months do you desire? Rest you fair, good Signor. Your worship was the last man in our mouths.
Shylock, albeit I neither lend nor borrow by taking nor by giving of excess, yet to supply the right wants of my friend, I'll break a custom. Is he yet possessed how much he would?
Aye, 3,000 ducats.
And for 3 months.
For 3 months I had forgot. You told me so. Well, then your bond, and let me see. But soft you, methought you said you neither lend nor borrow upon advantage.
I do never use it.
When Jacob grazed his uncle Laban's sheep, this Jacob from holy Abraham was, as his wise mother wrought in his behalf, the third possessor. He was the third.
And what of him? Did he take interest?
No, not take interest. Not, as you would say, directly interest. Mark what Jacob did. When Laban and himself were compromised that all the eanlings which were streaked and pied should fall as Jacob's hire, the ewes being rank in the end of autumn turned to the rams. And when the work of generation was between these woolly breeders in the act, a skillful shepherd peeled me certain wands, and in the doing of the deed of kind, he stuck them up before the fulsome ewes, who then conceiving did in e'en time fall party-coloured lambs, and those were Jacob's. This was a way to thrive, and he was blessed, for thrift is blessing, if men steal it not.
This was a venture, sir, that Jacob served for. A thing not in his power to bring to pass, but swayed and fashioned by the hand of heaven. Was this inserted to make interest good? Or is your gold and silver ewes and ram?
I cannot tell. I make it breed as fast. But note me, see.
Mark this, Bassanio. The devil can cite scripture for his purpose. An evil soul producing holy witness is like a villain with a smiling cheek, a goodly apple rotten at the heart. What a goodly outside falsehood hath.
3,000 ducats, 'tis a good round sum. 3 months from 12, then let me see. The rate.
Well, Shylock, shall we be beholding to you?
Signor Antonio, many a time and oft in the Rialto you have rated me about my monies and my usances. Still have I borne it with a patient shrug, for sufferance is the badge of all our tribe. You call me misbeliever, cutthroat dog, and spit upon my Jewish gabardine, and all for use of that which is mine own. Well then, now appears you need my help. Go to then. You come to me, and you say, Shylock, we would have monies. You say so. You, that did void your room upon my beard and foot me as you spurn a stranger cur over your threshold. Monies is your suit. What should I say to you? Should I not say, hath a dog money? Is it possible a cur can lend 3,000 ducats? Or should I bend low and in a bondman's key with bated breath and whisper in humbleness, say this, Pether, you spit upon me when till last you spurn me such a time, another day you call me dog, and for these courtesies I'll lend you thus much money.
I am like to call thee so again, to spit on thee again, to spurn thee too. If thou wilt lend this money, lend it not as to thy friends. For when did friendship take a breed for barren metal of a friend? No, lend it rather to thine enemy. For if he break, thou mayst with better face exact the penalty.
Well, look you how you storm. I would be friends with you and have your love. Forget the shames that you have stained me with. Supply your present wants and take no doit of usance for my monies, and you'll not hear me. This is kind I offer.
This were kindness?
This kindness, well, I shall go with me to a notary. Seal me there your single bond, and in a merry sport, if you repay me not on such a day, in such a place, such sum or sums as are expressed in the condition, let the forfeit be nominated for an equal pound of your fair flesh, to be cut off and taken in what part of your body pleaseth me.
Content! I' faith, I'll seal to such a bond, and to say there is much kindness in the Jew.
Well, you shall not seal to such a bond for me. I'd rather dwell in my necessity.
Fear not, man, I will not forfeit it. Within these 2 months, that's a month before this bond expires, I do expect return of thrice 3 times the value of the bond.
Oh, Father Abraham, what these Christians are, whose own hard dealings teaches them suspect the thoughts of others. Pray you, tell me this, if he should break his day, what should I gain by the exaction of the forfeiture? A pound of man's flesh taken from a man is not so estimable, profitable neither as flesh of muttons, beefs, or goats. I say to buy his favor, I extend this friendship, if he will take it so. If not, adieu, and for my love, I pray you wrongly not.
Yes, Sherlock, I will seal under this bond.
Then go we forthwith to the notary, give him direction for this merry bond, and I will go and purse the ducats straight. See to my house left in the fearful guard of an unthrifty knave, and presently I'll be with you.
By thee, gentle Jew. The Hebrew will turn Christian. He grows kind.
She hath directed how I shall take her from her father's house, what gold and jewels she is furnished with, what page's suit she hath in readiness. If e'er the Jew her father come to heaven, it'll be for his gentle daughter's sake. Come, go with me, peruse this as thou goest. Fair Jessica shall be my torch-bearer.
Well, thou shalt see. Thy eyes shall be thy judge. The difference of old Shylock and base Anio. What, Jessica? Thou shalt not gormandize as thou hast done with me. What, Jessica? And sleep and snore and rend apparel out. Why, Jessica, I say!
Why, Jessica!
Who did bid thee call? I did not bid thee call.
Well, your worship was wont to tell me I could do nothing without bidding.
Call you?
I
What is your will?
bid forth to supper, Jessica. Here are my keys. Yet wherefore should I go? Not bid for love. They flatter me. But yet I'll go in hate and feed upon the prodigal Christian. Jessica, my girl, look to my house. I'm right loath to go. There is some ill a-brewing towards my rest, for I did dream of money bags tonight.
I beseech you, Sir Guy, my young master doth expect your reproach.
So do I his.
And they have conspired together. I will not say you shall see a mask. But if you do, then it was not for nothing. My nose fell a-breeding on Black Monday last at 6 o'clock in the morning. Fall out that year last Wednesday. It was 40 in the afternoon.
What? Are the masks? Here you be, Jessica. Lock up my doors. And when you hear the drum and the bile squealing at the wry-necked fife, clamber you not out to the casements then, nor thrust your head into the public streets to gaze on Christian fools with varnished faces, but stop my house's ears. I mean my casements. Let not the sound of shallow foppery enter my sober house. By Jacob's staff, I swear, I have no mind of feasting forth tonight. Yet I will go. Go you before, sirrah, say I will.
I will go before, sir. Mistress, look out that window for all this. There will come a Christian by who will be worth a Jew's eye.
What said that fool of Hagar's offspring, huh?
His words were farewell, mistress, nothing else.
The patch is kind enough, but a huge feeder. Snail's slow in profit, and he sleeps by day more than the wildcat. Drones hive not with me, and therefore I part with him. And part with him to one that I would have him help to waste his borrowed purse. Jessica, go in. Perhaps I will return immediately. Do as I bid you. Shut doors after you. Fast bind, fast find. Proverb never stale in thrifty mind.
Farewell. And if my fortune be not crossed, I have a father, you a daughter, lost.
Of a Jew. How now, Shylock? What news among the merchants?
You knew none so well. None so well as you of my daughter's plight.
That's certain. I, for my part, knew the tailor that made the wings she flew withal.
And Shylock, for his own part, knew the bird was fledged, and then it is the complexion of them all to leave the dam.
She is damned for it.
That's certain, if the devil may be her judge.
My own flesh and blood to revolt.
Out upon it, old carrion! Revolts it at these years?
I say, my daughter is my flesh and blood.
There is more difference between thy flesh and hers than between jet and ivory. More between your bloods than there is between red wine and Rhenish. But tell us, do you hear whether Antonio have had any loss of
Another bad match, a bankrupt, a prodigal that dare scarce show his head in the Rialto. A beggar that was used to come so smug upon the mart.